Hi, my name is Neil Kelleher. So this is a continuation of a video, a couple of videos back, the two-legged get-up. And in this video, we'll focus on two exercises, two distinct exercises. One is learning to reach your foot back while standing and lightly touching the floor. So we'll call this the leg reach back, the standing leg reach back. It'll probably be named something different by the time I finish this video. And the other will be the standing knee touch. So just to demonstrate, so say that you've successfully stood up using both legs. So the first one is just lightly touching your foot to the floor, perhaps standing up, seeing how far back you can lightly touch the foot to the floor. And then from there, the next exercise is just lightly touching your knee to the floor. And then standing up. So there it is, that's the video. I don't need to say any more, or maybe I do. Anyway, let's stand up. So first exercise, if you're working towards this, what you could do is stand with your weight on one leg. And if you have stability issues with the leg, what you could try doing, try activating the calf as we did in the seated get up, the first seated get up. Try to activate the calf, make both sides of the back of the knee, so these tendons here. Try to create equal tension in both tendons. You may have to roll your shin in or out prior to doing that. Try and make your standing leg calf strong. And then from there, reach the foot back, lightly touch it to the floor. So rather than leaning back so that it presses into the floor, just lightly touch it to the floor and then bring it forward and switch legs. So calf strong, knee strong, touch the foot to the floor and then relax. Calf strong, knee strong, touch the foot lightly to the floor and then relax. And then what you can do is work at reaching further back, perhaps with the goal of seeing how far back you can actually reach your foot back without pressing into it. So maybe squat low, make your standing leg strong, reach the leg back. So as you do so, you can lean forward, touch the foot to the floor and then come up. Bend the knee, make your standing leg strong. So calf, knee strong, reach the leg back, and then relax. So the lower you go, so perhaps this is about as low as you'll go for maximum reach. Also, the further forward you bend your torso, so you're counterbalancing that way. You could also use your arms, reach one arm or both arms forward if you like. So leg strong, calf strong, knee strong, reaching the leg back. So you try reaching the arms forward to extend your reach, and then come up. Calf strong, knee strong, chest forward. I'm sucking my belly in, reaching my leg back, maybe reaching the arms forward if you like, and then come up. Now, one variation of this exercise, you could put some constraints in, perhaps not reaching your arms forward when you do so, letting your arms hang down, or maybe even reaching your arms back. How far then can you reach your leg back? Another constraint might be more like if you are practicing something like Tai Chi or some martial art where you're supposed to keep your spine upright. So with the spine upright, bending your knee, making your leg strong, how far then can you reach the leg back without it pressing the floor and without causing your knee any pain? So those are other ways that you can modify that exercise or play with it, but with the basic rule being reaching your leg back as far as possible without it actually pressing into the floor. So just lightly touching the floor. Next is the knee touch. So once you've reached your leg back, the idea is to lightly touch it down, then you can upright your body. As you bring your torso upright, you'll feel your foot pressing down into the floor. So now you can no longer lift it without holding it up, unless you first reach your body forward. So from here, if you need to, you could always put your hands on your standing leg, make the calf strong. So the front leg's the main leg. Actually, both legs will be strong in this, but this could be your main control for stability, your front leg. Calf strong, back of the knee strong, then slowly lower your knee down. If you can't get it to the floor, all the way to the floor, don't worry. If there's pain or something, do stop. Then come back up. And what you could do, use a stack of books. So if you needed some sort of guide, place some books beneath your knee. So, leg strong, lower your knee. I just touch it. Okay, that's good. And then each time, this might be over the course of a few weeks. Leg strong, knee strong. Touch the knee down. Can you do it? Can you do it? Yes, that's it. So you could do something like that. Now, an important idea here is when you touch the knee down, not just like that, but also when you touch it down, not relaxing either. So here I'm using my leg as a support. I can lift this leg. The exercise, this is an exercise as well. What you could do, put the knee down, press the knee down, lift the front leg, balance. But that's an alternative exercise. What I'm suggesting you do here, just lightly touch the floor without relaxing. So you could lift it easily without having to re-engage. So if I'm relaxed, you'll see I'll have to press this foot down and then lift the knee. So now the back foot keeps on pressing down, it's continuing to press down even as I lightly touch the knee to the floor. You'll find a lot of tension in this leg, and then come up. You could repeat on the same leg or switch legs every time, particularly if you're tired, as I am getting right now just talking about this. Front leg, calf, knee strong. Gently lower the leg to the floor. You might want to suck in your belly as you do so, pull it in towards your spine. There, I feel it. Up there, come up, and then switch. So a couple of notes. How far back do you reach the foot? That is optional. If you could try experimenting, so try a short stance, see how it feels. So what I'm going to do with the short stance is try and keep this shin as vertical as possible, see how that feels. Now choose more work on this leg. Is there another way I could do that? Could try shifting my weight back. That's a little bit too much tension on this knee. So if I just keep this shin vertical, drop the knee straight down, that is actually relatively easy. I'm still focusing on this leg, but this leg doesn't get too much tension. And like I said, even though I'm focusing more on pressing through this leg, so this knee is relatively relaxed. If I go a bit further back, keeping this leg strong, there, this leg has to work a little bit harder now. Then if I go even further back, yeah, this leg is definitely working harder now. So play around with the distance between feet. Initially, when you're first learning, switch legs each time. And that can be a combination of both exercises. So what you could do is bend your knees, reach the leg back, lightly touch it, then come upright. That's step 2. Lower the knee. 3, come up. 4, knee forward. 5, and then bring it forward. 6. So notice the distinct steps. Reach the foot back, lightly touch the floor, then bring your torso upright so your foot presses the floor. Then touch your knee down, lift the knee up. Lean forward so that your knee lightly touches the floor, then bring the foot forward. So try to make distinctions. You could try and shorten that to 4 steps. 6 or 8 is a bit too much. So lightly touch the foot to the floor. Okay, now touch the knee down. Knee up, lightly touch the floor, foot to the floor, and then bring it forward. Switch legs. Leg strong, lightly touch the floor. Okay, now touch the knee down. Lightly touch the floor, foot to the floor, and then bring it up. So in that case, I'm just keeping it to 4 simple steps. The steps being at the sort of critical points, the foot lightly touching the floor, the knee lightly touching the floor. You could break it out in different ways, but 4 is a nice number of steps to keep it sort of more, don't have to think too much about it, and you can actually feel nice. You can just get on with the workout. Anyway, that's it for now. I think that's it for now. That is more or less the completion of the sort of been a series of videos, this one-legged squat. All of these have been more or less bent knee variations, except for the hamstring calf stretch, which I just posted a few days ago. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to share it, like it, subscribe, all the rest of that stuff. Thank you very much for watching. Namaste.